Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to our Lobster 200 race recap from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the Fast Under Armour Cup Series. It was race 1 of the round of 8, and we're going to get right into the action here. Looking at lap 1, the start of this race, Tommy Bordeaux on pole for the first time since 2017, with his teammate Brandon Hawken to the outside. Those two starting on the front row. The green flags displayed. We're underway, racing at New Hampshire. See a great start by all 4 of our top 4, staying really close. So we're going to see the one car slides up the track. That was a commonality for a lot of these drivers. Between these drivers tonight, was the track was really slick on the bottom. If you barely nosed yourself out of the lane, it was a tough time. But there you see Tommy Bordeaux and that TWB Technologies Toyota doing a great job out here, starting to stretch his lead on the initial start over his teammate Brandon Hawken, with Randall Coleman sliding in third. So we go on to lap 2. This is going to be our first incident of the day, and it's going to involve the 16 of Garrett Sidner, one of our playoff drivers, and Joseph Weaver. Here you see Sidner just get car, the back end steps out on him, goes around. You see Weaver also goes around, gets up in that loose stuff. Here you see from Weaver's on board. Just kind of got out of that groove where there's a lot of grip, and you lose grip in those right side tires, and the car just wants to spin around. So moving ahead to lap 8, our second caution of the day, a guy that we don't usually see bringing out these cautions. It's Brandon Hawken, this number 99 machine from the lead spins out, or from third place spins out, right in front of the 22 of Ryan Pace. That's going to cause a caution here. As we move on to lap 12 on the next ensuing restart, Randall Coleman, Mikey Murata on the front row. Coleman on the inside, Mikey on the outside. 21 car gets a great restart. That's going to spell trouble for the 9, who's stuck on the bottom with the 1 car to his outside. Maybe a little bit of crowding there, but that causes the 9 to spin around. No caution, though, as he's off the track. No caution flag thrown by fast officials there after that one. Another incident coming up here a little further in the race. We got a good green flag run. Lap 55 for the 22 of Ryan Pace. Coming off of turn 2, this was a trouble spot all night. We saw a lot of guys getting loose. Ryan loses it, hits the inside guardrail really hard, but keeps the car going straight, then spins off of the track. Trying to get back going. He's going to get back going here. Really careful on the tires because he still had not made his initial pit stop. Going on to lap 62. We mentioned him earlier having trouble down here in this end of the track. Trey Coleman in this 1 car sends it into the corner. He's going to get really loose on that bottom groove. 22 barely makes a little contact on the nose. That's going to throw a yellow. Here you see from the roof cam, the Pennzoil roof cam, Shell Pennzoil roof cam of the 22 car, Ryan Pace. There you see the 1 just kind of sends it into the corner a little bit, and he goes around there. Moving on, lap 70 for another incident. Can you see the pattern here? Here's Randall Coleman, spun out down here 1 time already. Had to check up a little bit for the 00 car of Cal Laval. And that causes the 9 car to go around. Moving on to lap 77, getting these out of the way quick here now as we close in on the end of the race. Here you see Joseph Weaver in the JTN car really loose down the front straightaway. Noses it into the inside wall, and that's going to throw another yellow here as he gets stopped on the front straightaway. You'll see just how loose this car is from our JTN onboard. See, just really loose. Catches it for a second and then has to overcorrects back to the left. Noses into the inside wall. Fast officials throw a yellow there. Lap 85 now. It's going to be for the 12, a Sean Whitehill in this Moneyline machine. Gets high out of the groove. This is what we saw this all night long, guys getting out of the racing groove, and it's going to cause an issue. Squares up the back end of that car. A lot of damage to the fuel cell and spoiler area for the 12 team. Now lap 96, here's Mikey Murata, teammate to Sean Whitehill. Just again, gets down on that apron where there isn't a lot of grip. That's going to send the 21 car around. And we're going to get one final crack at pit stops here. Oh boy, pit stops. As you're going to see the cars electing to come down pit road. Tommy Bordeaux makes a last-ditch effort to get down there, but Ryan Pace and Brandon Hawkins stay out as everyone else comes to pit road, and that's going to end up being a move. There you see the 2 car who's like 10 laps down due to server issues. So we move on to lap 100. This is going to end up being our last restart. Green flags in the air. Brandon Hawken, Ryan Pace on the front row. See, Brandon gets a great restart. He scoots out into that first place. That 99 car was one of the strongest. Him and his teammate Tommy Bordeaux were the 2 strongest cars all night long. Ryan Pace, though, working that second position. Cal Laval, in one of his few starts he's made in the Cup Series this season, running third here. as the caution flag is now being displayed. There's an incident towards the back of the field, so it's race back to the line, and this is going to be what does it coming through turns 3 and 4. Brandon Hawken, he's going to see the yellow flag, but it's going to be all the same as a checkered. Brandon Hawken wins at New Hampshire, locking himself into the Final Four, as we're going to see your caution replay here. Here's the 12, Sean Whitehill. He just makes contact, spins out the 1 to Trey Coleman. Trey had 6 bonus points going into tonight, so he's still within that top 4 as we speak, but tough break for the 1 car as we go on to our interview with Brandon Hawken, our winner. Down here in the winner's circle post-race with driver the number 99 Burrell ART Toyota Camry for Primetime Racing, Mr. Brandon Hawken. Congratulations on your win, Brandon.
Thanks so much, Joe. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for having me. It's your victory lane. You got a big old lobster over there. You know, this track's a little closer to home for you. What does it mean to win at New Hampshire and make yourself, get yourself locked into that Final Four?
Well, it's pretty neat. Yeah, New Hampshire has never been one of my best tracks, but yeah, like over the last few years, I guess we've been keep plugging away on a setup, and yeah, eventually, yeah, just got it to the point where it was driving well. It was a little bit sketchy at points, but yeah, it was really fast, and Tommy's doing a great job there too. Great battling with him all throughout the race, especially during that long run there, up towards pit stops, and yeah, just really happy to come home with it.
Yeah, and you talk about, you mentioned Tommy there. Tommy had a really good run in that number 57 TWB.com Toyota Camry for Primetime Racing as well. What does it say for you guys as a team to be so competitive, so strong here at New Hampshire, even with having, that competition between you two to try to get that win and move on to Texas for the finale?
Oh yeah, it's always great to have two cars running 1-2, and yeah, we just yeah we're just like we compete against each other, but we also work well together too, and drive cleanly and everything. So yeah, it's really great racing with him, and yeah, just yeah, really happy for the PTR crew this year. We put up some really good results, and hopefully next season we can get some more people running too, and yeah, continue that.
Yeah, next week is Rockingham for all these drivers. We got a lot of guys that are going to be looking to win because they're far outside in the points. You don't have to do that. What's the mindset going into next week for you and the 99 crew?
Just about the same as usual. Just try and do our best every race. Yeah, Rockingham's a really tough track. I think I self spun there a couple races ago at Rockingham, so try not to do that again. And yeah, we'll be going for the win, but yeah, we'll also have to be mindful of everybody else running for the championship as well. So yeah, gotta be stay clear of everybody battling for the final four, but. Like if I can go get a win, that'd be really cool too, and give us a lot of momentum going into. I'm not sure, actually not sure what the last race is. Homestead
Texas.
or no Texas. Okay, thank
Come
you.
on, I just said
Yeah.
it.
Sorry.
You're good.
But yeah, it'd be a really good momentum booster.
Yeah, before we let you go celebrate this win with number 99 crew. Here's your chance. Here's the floor. Thank your sponsors.
Well, I'd just like to thank everybody at PTR Fast Racing League for everything they do. You in the booth, it's yeah, it's really great league. Have a lot of fun, and yeah, looking forward to the next couple of weeks. It's coming down to the end, so yeah, that's usually when the intensity ramps up the most, and yeah, hopefully we'll be ready for it.
Yeah, and again, Brandon, congratulations on your win. Good luck next week at Rockingham, and good luck in that championship finale. You're locked in there. That was Brandon Hawken, driver, the number 99 Burrell ART Toyota Camry for Primetime Racing. Now down to Joe on pit road with our second place finisher, Ryan Pace. All right, thanks, Joe. We're down here on pit road with my driver the number 22, Shell Pennzoil Ford Mustang for Team Twansky, my team. Mr. Ryan Pace, congratulations on the second place, Ryan.
Hey, Joe, thanks. It was a great run tonight for the boys. Great to be here, finally getting interviewed in one of these top 3 finishes.
Well, and it's great to finally have you back on JTN Airwaves, but we heard you over the radio. You talked about finally, the chips kind of falling in favor of the 22 crew. What did you mean by that?
It's been a rough summer. I mean, we've advanced each round. That's really all you can ask for, but the finishes have not been there. Each round, we're sort of towards the back, just sort of scraping in. Last week at Talladega, fighting for every lap, for every point. We've had some bad luck. A lot of it's been on me, I'll be honest. I'm sorry to the guys at the shop. Pocono blew fourth gear. New Jersey got in the wall at the end. It's been a long summer. It's been a while since we were doing well in that stretch in the spring. But tonight it all fell together. We did not have that great a car. I made a mistake as well, almost losing it mid race. But at the end, it all came together and we stayed out on that last pit stop, second to last restart. Or I guess it was the last restart because we did not go green at the end. That was the gamble that the crew chief called. It paid off. I really can't thank those guys enough for making that call. To get the second place out of tonight's race is just phenomenal. I feel like I won. I might be happier than Brandon, to be honest. It's just great.
Well, when you talk about, getting a second place finish here, what does that mean for you going into next week at Rockingham?
It's really huge, Joe. We came in with a few points cushion from the win and the points lead going into the playoffs. But to have that cushion going to Rockingham, that's a track where anything can happen. It's going to be rough on tires. Anyone could blow a tire at any point as well as wreck. It's just a tough track. To have that cushion and know that if we have a bad race, we are still in it. If we have a mediocre race, that might be enough to make it. That's a really big thing, and take the load off me, load off the team. We can get a good run next week and make it to Texas.
And, we talk about with a lot of these guys, making it through the rounds and kind of looking forward. But it sounds like you and the 22 team, you've kind of really had to focus on the races ahead of you that are in the immediate future. What is, next week at Rockingham, what are these fans going to have to look for? What are they going to have to look at during the race?
You mean from me in particular, or from just the field? What's
Eh,
watching the race?
you're a smart guy.
Well, the tire wear is going to always be huge at Rockingham, and that's one thing to watch. See how guys handle their cars as a run goes. I guarantee you there'll be some hot shot next week that's going to be blazing fast, and unfortunately, they're just going to push too hard, and on those long runs, they're going to pay for it. I'm going to try and make sure that's not us, but at the same time, you got to be fast. You get those short runs because the track's so tough. You get a bunch of cautions stacked in a row, and that short run speed can be pivotal. So finding a good balance is always the key. Uh, you want to have fresh tires at the end, so getting good pit stops will be important. Having good track position ended up being the key at the end of the race tonight, and at Rockingham, it's even more important. The fans they should keep an eye on that, as well as the points racing. I was surprised. They showed me the points after the race. I couldn't believe everybody was still just stacked under a blanket. Luckily, we got a little bit of a cushion, but everybody else, we're still not safe, and everybody else, it's just every spot's going to matter next week. Key is saving those tires and not getting wrecked. That's pretty much it.
And before we let you go celebrate your second place finish. That is well deserved. Here's the platform. Make sure you get all those sponsors in there, bud.
Thank you. I just first want to thank Shell Pennzoil being on the car tonight. They stuck with us this year, had a great year. Plan B sales, Kodak. I don't know if you saw in the news, but they had some a big deal go through. Great for them. Kodak's back, baby. It's been a while. I don't know who to all thank here. We got Moneyline. Moneyline's been with us. Sponsors for all my teammates. You, Joe, Sean Whitehill, Michael Murata. We worked great together. Had a great year. It's been a fun year. I hope we can do it again next time. Thank my fellow Fords. I saw tonight Garrett Stigner had a good run. Cam Barnes. Why did I say Cam Barnes? I'm sorry, Cal Laval finished third after all that, after getting eliminated last round. And then I also saw Joseph Weaver did well. And then I want to thank all my competitors as well. Brandon Hawkin, great race tonight, good win. Tommy Bordeaux, he got stole there. I stole that second from him. He might have had a shot at the win. Unfortunate for him, but he's had a great car. Trey Coleman raced me clean all night, all season long. We've had some good battles for position. We were in a similar boat tonight, so that was fun. Randall Coleman for his great racing, and putting on a great show every week here as the admin. And I want to thank the fans as well for watching tonight, this recap show. I know this is going to air tomorrow night on the recap, and I want them all to know you guys are what makes Fast Racing League special.
And they sure do that, Ryan. Thank you so much for taking the time. Go celebrate with those Team Twansky boys a little bit more. That was Ryan Pace, driver, the number 22, Shell Pennzoil Ford Mustang for Team Twansky. And We're going to throw it down to Joe with our third place finisher, Cal Laval. Thanks, Joe. Down here on the grid with Mr. Cal Laval, driver the 00, Ford Performance Ford Mustang for Cal Laval Motorsports. Cal, congratulations on your podium finish.
Thank you, Joe.
Now, we've seen you the last couple weeks here in the Dash Series. Oh, that's Tuesday nights. Anyways, we've seen you here in the Fast Cup Series last couple weeks. Now running last week at Talladega, now running this week. You were also here earlier on in the season. What spawned you and the 00 team to come back and start running some of these races?
Well, the Love All Turn Left Racing Incorporated team shut down earlier this season, so that's kind of why we missed the middle portion of the season. But I decided to start up my own team, and here we are back. It's probably my last race of the season, but I expect to be back in this car next season.
Well, real quick, talk about a third place finish here in the Fast Racing League at New Hampshire. That's got to feel really good.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is a fast car tonight, and I'm just proud of this crew for putting out a good car for tonight.
Well, and a lot of these fans that are watching, they definitely know you from Fast, but they probably more so know you from USORL, where you're competing for that championship over there on Saturday nights, 10:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Date Time, whatever the acronym is now. But they know you for competing over there in your number 12 car. What do you guys have in store for us Saturday night?
Oh, we should bring some speed. Charlotte should be a wild card race, so I'm kind of fearing the worst out of that because it's gonna be a lot of close racing, and of course, once everybody's on top of each other, anything can happen. So just gonna try to survive and go to Dover next week with a good race car.
Yeah, and hopefully you get that done. We really want to see you in that Final Four because you've been exciting all season long over there, at least the races we've covered. I know from talking with a lot of the drivers down there, they love racing with you. But before we let you go, this is your moment to shine. Go ahead and thank your sponsors.
Well, we don't have that many. It's just Ford right now and Riley's and Checkers. So calling all sponsors. We need sponsors for next season. So come on aboard.
Well, and you hear that right there from Mr. Cal Loveall, driver the number 00 Ford Performance Ford Mustang for Cal Loveall Motorsports. And if you got that pocketbook, you got those checks, blank checks ready, I'm sure Cal and team would love to see it. We'll throw it back to you, Joe, in the studio. Thanks, Joe, for doing those interviews. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Go over to our Facebook page. Give us a like over there as we continue to make this march towards 200. Check out the JTN merch store. There's some awesome shirts there that you can get for really cheap, if I do say so myself. And thank you so much for the support, the views, the likes. I love to see it. Really means a lot to me. And we'll see Saturday night for the United States Online Racing League's Red Bull Cup Series race from the Charlotte Motor Speedway, one that Cal Laval says is going to be a wild card. So we'll see you then, guys. Thank you so much for watching.